In today's video, I'll be discussing how and why so many young people are giving up on life and what you can do about it for yourself. Let's begin. A few months back, I was talking with one of my longtime friends. He is somebody who's on a very different life path than me, given that he's in his mid-20s with a kid, a house, a wife, things that I don't have. But we do have many similarities in that he's always looking to do something to better his life, to better his situation, to improve things for his family. You could call this self-help in a sense, but not in the cringy way that most people view it now. More of like learning new skills, going to the gym, going to bed early, waking up early, etc. Anyways, we were just talking about life, the issues we're both dealing with, and how we're going about it. Later in the conversation, he said to me, how many other people that we know of in our life are doing these things? How many people who've graduated high school 5-10 years ago are still going to the gym, are still clean on their diets, are still pursuing some degree of knowledge that is beyond academics? I told him, I'm like, to be honest, man, I don't know many. And it's a real shame. When you're a teenager, or even in your early 20s, you have these big goals, these big dreams of getting this career, or running this business, or seeing the world. And the harsh reality of adulthood begins to sink in. You have bills, responsibilities, new people in your life. They count on you. And as a result, many people give up on what it is they wanted to pursue even just a few years before. Something I've seen often is people will pursue a business, or they'll try learning XYZ skill, or they'll think about that promotion that they really, really want at their job. But then when it comes time to doing it, they don't end up sticking it out. They will put the work in for a few weeks or a few months, but then because they aren't seeing immediate results from the actions that they're putting forward, they give up. This is because we live in a world where we are essentially spoon-fed dopamine and serotonin by our phones with social media and everything else, that when people are in pursuit of a big and meaningful goal and they aren't immediately getting that reward, they're much more likely to conk out and quit. So people end up living this cycle on repeat. The same life every 6 months, every 12 months. They have the same habits every day. They go to the same places every day. Every 3 to 6 months, they plan this big vacation. They go, they have a grand old time, and then it's back to the same patterns and routines that they were just in. You see, many of us have these big goals and dreams that we want to achieve, but we're so dependent on achieving the outcome that we struggle to find enjoyment in the everyday actions. So for example, the person who wants to become the CEO of their company, who has big dreams of making all that money and having the office in the high-rise building, they might want that, but when it comes to staying late, when it comes to working 12 to 14-hour days, when it comes to doing the work that other people don't want to do, they'll do it for a few weeks and then give up because they aren't seeing the immediate results of their actions. They're not being rewarded for what it is they're doing immediately. And because of the culture of social media and instant gratification, we have a hard time with this. And this is why so many people are giving up on life these days, especially young people. Because the idea of pushing forward, the idea of sticking it out, the idea of working hard in the long term despite the fact that you're not getting immediate results, is very difficult. And since we've been so conditioned to think otherwise, giving up is the obvious result. You must find enjoyment in the mundane, everyday actions. Once you find enjoyment in the mundane, everyday actions, life itself becomes a whole lot more fulfilling. And it makes goal pursuit much more enjoyable because you can do those daily things. You can check off those boxes in pursuit of that big goal without feeling a sense of attachment to achieving that goal. Quick little story before I wrap this up. Michael Phelps has gone on record to say that after he won all of his gold medals, he fell into a depression. And he knew that the only way he could achieve the feeling he had of being on the high of winning those medals was by going after something else. So that's what he kept doing, and he kept doing that. But then eventually he came to terms with the fact that no, it's not winning the medals that I enjoy so much, but the true fulfillment in my life came from those mundane, everyday actions of getting up early, of dialing in his nutrition, of getting to the pool and swimming 100 laps in an hour. I don't know. I don't remember the specifics, but you get the point. If you can't find enjoyment in the mundane activities, then you're bound to give up because you won't see the immediate rewards of the actions you're taking. So, I'll wrap it up there. If you're somebody who has big goals and dreams and is looking to accomplish all these things, but you find yourself starting a task and taking a certain set of actions for a few weeks or even just a few days before giving up, then there's a good chance you need to reset your brain. Down below in the description, you'll see a 7-day Reclaim Your Brain focus challenge. This is meant to help you essentially reset your dopamine by changing your habits and coming to terms with the fact that the way your brain operates is on a short circuit. And in order to create fulfillment and long-term enjoyment in life, we need to reset that so you can pursue long-term big goals without quitting. You can check that out. It's completely free, and you'll be on my email list as well. I am almost where I need to be, so I'll end it here. You have a great day.